And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment. With me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for last night's episode of Disney Plus's Agatha All Along, episode 8 and 9. And before I begin, spoilers ahead, and also happy Halloween if you're watching this now. So, Agatha All Along, we have finally come up to the final stretch of the Witch's Road. Agatha, Billy, or William, depends on how you want to look at it, and of course Jen are all what's left of the Witch's Road, getting ready to go to the finish line, grab their prize, but they still have some obstacles to attend, which is basically you have our three antagonists pretty much going literally around in circles to literally the spot where they landed in the first place. And they realized it's part of their trial, and then of course they ended up in this so-called like room that kind of looked like Cerebro, that all of us was guessing. Not really Cerebro, but it's some weird room where they're all like in medical tables, because you know if they're dead. So they get out, they figure out what to do, and they, you know, I guess wish for what they desire. Jen wishes to get the spell off of her, because apparently she's been blocked by a spell that prevents her from using her powers. So she finally found out who did that to her. It was Agatha all along. Get it? So Agatha did that spell to her. So Jen decided to undo the spell herself, and she disappears. We don't see her until near the end of the episode, and I'll get to that in a minute. The next up is Billy, or William. Now, we don't know exactly what William wants, but we do know what Billy wants. Billy wants his twin brother. He wants Tommy. He wants to get him a body. But there's a problem. He needs to pretty much go with Death, aka Aubrey Plaza, who we all found out last week she's deaf. And having him be there is kind of like messing up the balance of nature. So Death makes a deal with Agatha. Agatha says, okay, I'll make that deal with you. The deal is basically I'll give you Billy to get my freedom, and the rest is history. Of course, she does. Billy ends up disappearing, and of course, Agatha escapes the Witch's Road, ends up back in her home, only to find that Death is there waiting for her, and the two of them square off. They start fighting, then they start kissing, which is kind of cool. And then Billy shows up in full Wiccan costume. Wiccan costume. Very cool. He's got the crown, he's got the cape, he's got the blue, thing on it, everything. And then he literally gives back Agatha her powers. Now Agatha tries to, fight Death, which no chance. Which I'm kind of glad they did that, because I honestly thought that they were going to have Agatha beat Death, which is kind of weird. Because there's two people in the MCU you really cannot beat. Death, and of course the one above all, which is God. So, can't beat those two characters no matter how powerful you think you are. No chance in heck. Anyway, so Agatha gets defeated. Then she starts making out with Death. And then of course she shrivels up and becomes one with nature and dies. That's right, Agatha dies in this episode. And we see Billy just leave. He's free to go. Death allows him to stay and be himself. And he leaves. He goes home. And then he starts thinking about things of, from the beginning of how his adventure started and up to how it is now. And then it ends with him getting a surprise visit for somebody. And that's basically the gist of episode 8. Very good episode. Really shocked how it ended with Agatha. But the way episode 9 opens is a lot of fun. So let's talk about episode 9, and here's some spoilers. So episode 9 literally starts off doing a flashback. A flashback of Agatha back in, I believe, the 1700s, they say. She's pregnant. She's about to give birth to her son, Nicholas. And then she meets Death, and Death tells her, hey, listen, your kid's got to come with me. She begs and pleads, don't take my child. He's just been born. Give me something. And then Death's like, okay, I'll give you a couple of years. Do what you got to do. So years pass by. Death is not there. Nicholas grows up to be a young man, starts hustling people for his mother so his mother can take the witch's powers from them, as she's been doing it for centuries, constantly over and over and over again. And you get to see Agatha be a mother in this episode and really understand what she went through and all her, as much as, you know, as an evil person she is, you know, she does have her soft side, and that's for her son. But then, you know, making that deal with death about her son, it kind of tears her apart. You see her going through the ages, just absorbing other witches' powers, singing the Witch's Road song, down, down the Witch's Road. She basically made that song up because, you know, the road is something very different. So she made up that song. She did not need that song to open the Witch's Road. It was all con, apparently. Agatha was conning witches to join her covenant so that way she can take their powers and live forever. And I think she was also trying to do that for her son as well, but did not work. Death eventually comes for the boy. He dies, and Agatha continues moving forward. And then, of course, we go back to modern day where Billy, or William, gets that big shocker at the end from episode 8, finding out that Agatha is still around, but this time she's a ghost. And of course, Billy's all angry. He realizes that he was the one who conjured up the Witch's Road. And he finds out that Agatha was lying to him about everything. That, oh yeah, all that nonsense. I just wanted to kill you guys right away in my basement. She really wanted to kill everybody. Then the Witch's Road opened up and then they did the Witch's Road. But now that she has her powers and she's a ghost, now Billy has to find a way to find Tommy. He conjured up a way to get Tommy's spirit into a body of a boy who was drowning. In the 8th episode, we saw a vision of it. Some boy was being teased by other kids and they were literally killing this kid. And then he kind of felt a little bad that he was going to put Tommy's soul into this boy. But we don't know anything about that. So, did it happen? Did it not happen? Hard to say, but we have to wait and see. But the episode literally ends with Billy and Agatha's ghost, literally, going to try to find Tommy and hopefully bring him back. And hopefully he has a body now and then they can reunite. And it just ends like that. And no after credit, no Wanda resurrection, nothing like that. Which we all thought, even I thought, oh yeah, this is going to bring back Wanda. I think Billy and Tommy will eventually bring Wanda back in some shape, way, or form. No idea when. Maybe in Vision Quest we'll find something out about it. Maybe this leads right into Vision Quest. Hard to say. I really hope Agatha sticks around as Billy's ghost, like, you know, avatar, just to help him out. Because that would be hilarious. Because seeing Agatha as a ghost was kind of funny. So, yeah. But hopefully we get to see these characters again. I really did enjoy this show. This, to me, in my opinion, the third best Marvel show they've done, besides, obviously, WandaVision and Miss Marvel. And now Agatha all along. It's a great show. It's a lot of fun. Great time. They dropped it really, really on the right time, especially during Halloween season, which is all October. And then it ended the day before Halloween. So, yeah. Overall, it was great. The Pure Log, the before, episode, it was great seeing Agatha's backstory of how her being a mother and how she was afraid and all this and that, how Death was very, crazy. Death is crazy. I'm talking about she's nuts, but yeah, Aubrey Plaza did a really good job playing that character. That made a lot of sense that we're gonna get Aubrey Plaza to do it. So yeah. So overall, great show. I'm gonna watch it again eventually, but yeah, a little bummer. There's no Wanda resurrection or even a hint of it. But what can I do? But at least Tommy and Billy are gonna be in the MCU physically there, not just be like, oh, they're from the multiverse. They're gonna be in the main 616 universe already, and hopefully they'll find their mother back. We'll see what happens. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought. Are you guys looking forward to finishing Agatha all along? Did you guys finish it? Enjoyed it? Not enjoyed it? Leave me a comment below. Let me know. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much. And happy Halloween.